I go to the store to pick up some, you know, the three ring binder things that you can put your little pencil pack in that you zip up. I was going to go to the Henryville store and pick up a few of those. It's a dollar store since it's really close. I get there and there's hardly any cars in the parking lot. I go up to the door and there's a sign on the door. They printed it. Temporarily closed. Will be open. I don't know what the rest of it was because the doors were locked. The lights were out. There was these cars. There was no cars. There was a van, an SUV, a great big pickup truck, another pickup truck, and another van. And there's this woman had the back end of her vehicle, SUV or something. Hello, Sharon, honey, how you doing? Had her vehicle open. She had all these boxes. She was stuffing stuff in boxes as fast as she could. And I saw this person walking. She looked like she had a name tag on her. She had a drink in her hand, maybe a soft drink or something, but she had her name tag. And I said, are y'all going to be opening the door? And they just ignored me. And this other lady pulls up in a car. She's get out with her cane. I said, you can't go in there. They temporarily closed the doors. They closed the store down. But when I saw that lady hurriedly stuffing these boxes, you know the boxes when you pack, if you were a shelf stalker, you know how you stock shelves and stuff? That's good. Hello, Amy. You have all these boxes, you know, they stick them outside for the people to get for the dumpster. Well, they had these boxes and they were stuffing stuff. This lady was stuffing all she could in a box as fast as she could. And she was filling her car up. I said, well, if she's doing it and those trucks are there and the other van's there, they're doing it too because the store is temporarily closed. The lights are out. Maybe I'm just thinking something strange going on or something. Maybe it's some kind of emergency. Amy Gill, it was a Dollar General store. The lights were out in Henryville. And they got a sign that they printed off the printer in black letters, temporarily closed. And I could see there was shelves in there with stuff on them. But the lights were out. And there was this black truck, another van, and another SUV and another van. And this woman had the back of her SUV opened up. She had like these boxes that you could get that people set outside the store after they stock their shelves. She was stuffing them full of stuff as fast as she could, trying to get as much in a box as she could. And there were other boxes. Your dollar store used to close often because the registers weren't working for months off or until the last few months. I really don't know what's going on, but with the lady stuffing the stuff in the back of her vehicle. And is there some kind of some emergency thing? I know the EBS didn't go off, but it's something else. It fell off. And how did they print? How did they print the paper if there was no electricity in the store? Did they go home and print the paper? Yeah. What? There's something going on, Amy Gill, for a year, like for a year? Is it happening now? There's so much dust on here. They shut down for a reason. Well, they closed the Circle K that was up there off the off-ramp of the Henryville exit. It was just a small Circle K. And they're rebuilding, and they're making it a great big semi pull-off, a great big gas station thing for regular gas, a thing for diesel. They are expanding that whole entire area. At least they had that little convenience store. Now they have one gas station. in Henryville. I think it's the Marathon. And then they have this other tiny store. It's an IGA. It's like a homegrown store. But all they had was the Dollar General now. That's closed. I don't know. You really, yeah. Good morning. You're just tuning in. Hello, Jean Alice. You think it's a, no, it's not an EMP. I didn't need to get gas, so I don't know if the gas stations were, working. And I don't know, it just feels really, the whole thing feels really weird to me in my spirit. And it was really quiet when I went out today in the air, when I went out on the porch this morning. It felt really, really odd. And we do got a storm coming in from that storm. I know the winds are supposed to be picking up to like 50 miles an hour by in the morning. And then it's just a rainfall and stuff and 3 to 4 inches of rain. You feel that too, Amy? The Winn-Dixie store is closing, Jean Alice? Do y'all got, anybody else got some stores closing where they're at? Your local Wendy's hasn't had ice for almost 2 weeks. Walmart is in the same parking lot. That doesn't make sense. Halloween's coming. May the 13th was the original day of the Halloween. Why did they change that date? Around 7, astrology was energy may be weird or intense. Thank you, Amy. You think it's typical for a hurricane? Why are you going to do that? And it looked like somebody was just stuffing their vehicle with products from the store. Maybe they were told not to say nothing. Yeah, this is at the off-ramp. I just wanted to, I'm still in my basement organizing. And I thought, yeah, I'll go and see if I can find a pencil holders. Because it'd be cheap there. Well, I guess you're not getting them there. So come back to my house and have reception, because I don't have reception when I leave here because it's too windy country roads. So I'd have to go into Salem itself. It's synchronicity. Let me read this you all. Big Lots. Big Lots is closing in California. A lot of supermarkets are they're shutting down, but y'all, you know what that means. They cut it off the food supply. Remember that time when the thing first started? And there were reports of semis, truckloads, big massive loads and loads of semis. They would take their semis and they go into the underground highways and they go in these big storage caverns or something underground. It was like there was like all spurts and spurts of videos about that, stuff like that. And there were semi drivers who were telling about they were doing that. And there were some places, like I think it was in Oregon or Washington State, they had entire warehouses that they were stocking full of food and stuff. And I remember doing a video on it on this channel. Why are you stocking all that food when there's like food shortages in the stores and stuff, and you got warehouses full of shelf-stable food products? But then have you noticed that when you went into the store, because the supply chain is shutting down. That's what it is. The supply chain is shutting down. I just saw something recently about the supply chain and something about the river stuff like that. Rite Aid drugstores are closing down where you live, and they said they are filing bankruptcy because of theft. I heard that you can steal $900 worth of merchandise and you can't really be charged if it's over 900, if it's under 900. Something about that's weird. Maybe that's why you see, one day I was at the Home Depot, it was like a year or so ago, sitting in the parking lot, and I saw this guy running out of the store, and he had under his arms, he had 2 big gigantic cases of the Makati, the hand drill sets, the power tools, had them under his arms, running out of the store as fast as he could. He was not a white person or whatever. He ran out of his store, got in his car, and he took off. Just took off. I said, he's stealing something. He's running as fast as he could. Hey there, Apple Brooks, honey. Today feels very strange. It does. I would encourage you, if you want to get anything from the store, you might want to stock up. You really might at least have a couple of weeks of the weather. It's so cool out. It feels like there's a really cool air blowing. Well, it's probably around 80 inside the car, but outside it feels like it's around 60 something. You feel too, it's Renee, the truckers will side with the ports, not the union. The y'all, something just feels really strange. You remember that deadline with the Pope when he had to have the money back at the Vatican? They had to the end of September. It was September the 29th or something, like 2 years ago, to have all the stuff back into the Vatican vaults. I can still feel the energy that's out there. I don't know why your messages aren't showing up, Sparkles. I have no idea. 4 ports closed because of the hurricane. Good afternoon. I'm just, I don't know. You might want to make sure you have some water on hand too. The Ollie's closed. Yeah, you remember it? The Adams is going bye-bye. The Adams IGA. Bird Dog, you talk about the one in Henryville? Because I know growing up in Charlestown, they had an Adams IGA, and that shut down years and years ago when I was little. What do I think about the second moon and the James Webb Telescope picking up something that restricted its course toward the Earth? The dawn, honey, I ain't heard about it. Did you do a little video on it? Yeah. That sounds very strange. You are in a portal. Somebody's caught in a matrix. A lot of the grocery stores were bought out by OneCore. I heard that George Soros bought 200 radio stations. You went. You. Oh, Thea, honey, you just went to the last day sale last week. Big Lots. There's one in Clarksville, Indiana. I wonder if they're closing their stores too. You'll be posting that? Okay, the Don, thank you. Ollie's near you just opened up and they wouldn't let the customers get anything. Amazon U-Haul trucks got it all? That's wild. That is wild. The Amazon U-Haul trucks got it all. I know when the new system comes in, they redid all their barcodes and stuff to where they can track it straight to your house. And this was talked about a long time ago. It was several years back, how they were going to start taxing the product from the raw material to the next step. There will be a tax on it, and it will be passed to the consumer. Also, your Ollie's just okay. Amy Gill, oh yeah, you are. So this is strange. I went into the Henryville. I was going to go to the Dollar General to get like a 3-binder, the 3-hole binder pencil things that have a zipper. Hey, Polly, honey. And it was said temporarily closed, and the lights were out, and I could see shelves in there, and I saw 2 vans, SUV, and 2 great big pickups parked up there, and this lady had the back end of her, looked like her SUV, lifted up, and she had these boxes that you could get when they stocked the shelves, and she was packing everything she could in there really fast, in a hurry, trying to make sure she can fit all she can in there. That's what it looked like to me. They're preparing for a mass casualty event in the next few weeks. You got the 10 days of darkness. Polly is shut down. 21 Business Group. What country is this? You'll be posting, yeah. All city, okay. I wish they wouldn't block the comments from coming in, because it's important to get the information out, and that's why I like to come on here so we can communicate. Also, I'm in the United States. A whistleblower said to have 3 to 4 months of supply, bird dog. You know how they say you got to have at least 6 months supply of your regular income to make it during a crisis? Well, who's got 6 months supply of your regular income? And that's not going to do you much good if you can't buy nothing, now is it? They know something's coming, the NIH Biocyber interface. I heard something about that recently. Truth hurts the most. I did. I did. The government, yeah. 30 stores by you, Hobby Lobby, JCPenney, Sears, the same thing's happening, and we were not informed. If you're just tuning in, if you got store closings and stuff, the temporarily shutdowns, you know, you should see the writing on the wall, really. See the writing on the wall and get what you can get without overdoing it. You want to get some salt. You need salt. I ran out of salt in Hawaii one time, and the commissary was shut down. I said, that will not happen to me again. And it didn't. No, it did not. You in Iowa, Billy, you have a pharmacy here that it hasn't had any shipments for a month? Store looks empty. Wow. Let me see if I can brighten my screen. Hold on. See, this is weird. This doesn't like me to brighten my screen much at all. You can't get your daughter's med through the CVS. They make a call all around for pharmacies that have it in. I know that there's a website where you can see all the shortages of medications. It's going to be harder and harder and harder to get things. You had to pay out of pocket for a month. Wow. Let me help you out. Yeah, okay, I got you out. I did. Got you out. Yeah, how you like that? Because it felt good for me to block you. It did. This ain't no nonsense. And this is an essential live stream. It is. We're trying to gather information. Raw honey lasts forever. I read something else. Black pepper is a natural insect repellent. And sprinkle it around. Some people put it under their bed too. It will repel insects. I thought only dry bay leaves were good for that. For like flour, you know, you can stick dry bay leaves in your flour and they keep the insects out. But when I was reading up on pepper also can do that. I haven't tried it, but I sprinkled some pepper in a flour bucket I had. Out of the bag that I had. Baking soda, you got to get it. Don't be led like sheep to the slaughter. Well, there are a lot of people who are led like sheep to the slaughter, and there are a lot of people who are aware, and I think it's good to be aware. I think that it's good to have a healthy balance. And just because someone has a healthy balance and they talk about issues that are occurring, would not make them a sheep to the slaughter. Okay. Yeah. If the port, fear no evil. If the port, yeah, that's what I heard. The port strikers, thank you. That's what I read, something about that. On 10/1, it could cause issues with wages and stores, and others say it wouldn't. You know it's going to cause problems because the trucks ain't going to go nowhere. Yeah. You're welcome, Hannah 21. Yeah. 19 minutes and 27 seconds. I better pop off here. I'm getting kind of hungry. I need to go in there and eat something. Something light. I don't want to eat too heavy. I don't. But you might want to consider just at least getting 2 weeks worth of food. If you can get out, get you some shelf-stable food. Don't go in there and buy you a bunch of frozen products, because if the electricity goes out, you're going to have a freezer full of frozen food that might go bad, and it's not cold yet. Yeah. I'm going to go. And thank you, Apple Brooks, honey. Thank you, Polly, honey. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I hope to see you later. Something's going on. It just feels off. It does.